The following program is sponsored by Phx Finds Media. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Phx Finds. In today's episode, we're taking you to the opening of an exciting new restaurant right here in Scottsdale. We're giving you some great tips on how to take care of your home and sharing the deeply personal story of a brave and courageous woman right here in Arizona. Let's jump on in. Hey everybody, it's Lexy Romano with Phx Finds. Phx Finds. Phx Finds. Today we are out at the brand new Scottsdale location of QDOBA, where bold flavors meets fresh ingredients and convenience meets quality. If you love Mexican-inspired dishes, then you're going to love this new spot. QDOBA offers a variety of flavorful Mexican-inspired dishes made fresh in-house daily. Whether you're craving a signature dish for convenience or want to build your perfect burrito, bowl, or tacos, QDOBA has something for everyone. And here's the best part. Premium toppings like their signature 3-cheese queso and handcrafted guacamole, always free. This brand new location at 4821 North Scottsdale Road boasts a modern 2,000 square foot interior and a spacious 1,500 square foot outdoor patio, complete with a cozy fireplace. It's built for speed and experience with 2 full-service lines to handle high demand and an open kitchen theater where you can watch fresh protein sizzling on the grill. But what really sets QDOBA apart? Well, we'll hear all about it from one of their top executives. Let's go check it out. So I am here with the COO, Kevin Carroll. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
I'm excited to be with you, Lexi. Thanks.
Okay, so I know you are not from the Valley, you are not from Arizona, but what is so special about this Scottsdale location?
This specific location might be one of the best QDOBA locations I've ever been in. The visibility is awesome. We have this awesome patio out back. It's got a fireplace, so it can be used almost all year round.
Everything that you guys do here is about fresh and convenient. Tell me about the importance of having fresh quality ingredients.
We really pride ourselves on fresh food. As a matter of fact, we make almost all of our food in-house daily.
Wow.
We make all of our guacamole fresh. We grill our proteins while people are in the restaurant eating.
Wow.
You'll see us grilling food all day. So many things are fresh. And then we're very customizable. So we have about 37 different toppings that folks can put on.
37?
So you can come thousands of times and get a different meal every time.
I talked to somebody outside in the line and she said, I'm very picky. And that's why I come here, because I know I can customize it exactly the way I want it.
That's awesome.
And I talked to one of your employees earlier and she was just bragging about working for you guys and how much she loves it here at QDOBA. What is the importance of this location and bringing jobs here to this part of the country?
In this specific location, we've hired over 30 team members locally. We've brought a bunch of new jobs to the market.
Yeah.
I myself started as a team member in the restaurant business. I've been doing this a long time. I started as a dishwasher, and what I love about QDOBA is that we have so many young kids that this is their first job, and we can create a career for them. I have no doubt that of the people that I've met here today, there will be people that will be future leaders for us and for the restaurant industry as a whole.
Working in the hospitality industry is very important and just gives you kind of an experience that you're never going to have anywhere else. So what sets QDOBA apart from some of the other similar cuisines here in the Valley?
First off, I think we deliver hospitality at a very high level. We talk about delivering flavor to every community that we serve.
Yeah.
We do that with not just our food, but with our team and the hospitality that we deliver. And then on top of that, all of our toppings are free.
That is an incredible opportunity for people to come in and enjoy truly customizing it. And they know every time they get to come in and enjoy it exactly how they want it to be.
Absolutely.
Kevin, thank you so much for chatting with me. with us. This was
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna keep enjoying this absolutely amazing environment, and I will let you get to your ribbon cutting ceremony.
Let us know when you want a burrito.
Okay, I'm ready. Do you have a favorite burrito?
I mean, I actually haven't eaten here, so I have no idea.
What are you guys excited to eat today?
The guac.
Big guacamole fan.
And yeah, queso for me.
I'm taking advantage of the queso for sure. The free queso, yeah, it's
Okay,
really nice.
yeah.
Spicy queso.
I love the queso in the bowl with carnitas.
Did you know that the queso was always free? You never have to pay extra?
Always free. It's my favorite thing.
Since you work here, are you ever like, oh man, I've seen this food all day. I feel like I can't eat this.
Honestly, no, there's so many like options and like there's so many endless possibilities. You can never go wrong. There's so many different things you can do.
What's like the one thing that you're like, gotta get this?
The steak or the chicken? Yes, I was gonna say the steak just has like immaculate flavor, and then the chicken is it's one of our best sellers.
QDOBA in Scottsdale is officially open, and whether you are here for the free guac, the delicious flavors, or the customization, you will not be disappointed. I'm gonna go inside and get my burrito. Well, I'm so excited to be back with Jeremy Mueller, State Farm Insurance. Thanks for having us back
Thank you so much.
So we've talked with you a couple times now just about your mission, your motto, how you and your team work. But I'm excited today because we're gonna hear what some other people have to say about you guys. You have some stellar 5-star reviews. I think almost 1,000 5-star reviews in total. Did you know that?
Reviews are the report card now, right?
Yeah.
So they're so important for small businesses. And there's an opportunity to improve. We use that. It's a way to let the public know how we shine.
Yeah, no, and I've been reading through some of these and they're really impressive. So I'm gonna start with this first one. Today, in a frustrating moment, I met Zachary at State Farm Insurance. He exemplifies the slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. He gets my A+ rating for customer service and bringing order to what has seemed so difficult to pursue. Looking for a sensible discussion around insurance coverage today? Call State Farm. And I hope you get to meet Zachary. Thank you, Jeremy and Zachary. That's from Deborah C.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, very cool. What's neat about that is Zach is one of our newer agents here.
Oh, wow.
So to implement that culture and that customer-centric focus, that's what we're about.
Right out of the gate, he's getting 5-star reviews.
Well, there was some training involved.
He didn't just walk in off the street. He trained him a little bit, but pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
So clearly
yeah.
you have an eye, not only for training your team, but also for people who just naturally love what they do and want to make their customers happy.
Correct.
Okay, let's keep reading some more of these. This next one is from Lisa Mendez. She says, my husband and I have had our homeowner's insurance skyrocket in recent years. In search of a new carrier, we spoke with Chris Thompson at State Farm Insurance. Chris worked with us for all our insurance needs, and we were able to save thousands of dollars by switching to State Farm with better coverage than our existing insurance agency. Thank you, Chris, for all your expertise and understanding. We highly recommend Jeremy Mueller State Farm Insurance. So you saved these people thousands of dollars and they got better coverage.
And that's a win-win, right?
Yeah.
Like if we can get you out the door with better coverage, same price, we can also save them money and give them better coverage because we don't want a shortcut. We're not going to shortcut coverage for price.
Yeah, 5 stars for Chris there. And like she said, thousands of dollars. That's really impressive.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Well, kudos to Chris on that. Here's another one. This is from Debbie. She says, we just transferred our home and auto policies to this agency. Coral Jones was an absolute delight to work with. Knowledgeable, professional, and patient. The entire process was a breeze, not to mention the amazing rates. We highly recommend Jeremy Mueller State Farm Insurance.
And
Go Coral.
I love these.
Yeah, these are great. What a big deal when, as someone who's on the other side of it, you know, I've never worked insurance myself, it can be really kind of confusing, the whole insurance landscape.
Insurance is very confusing. They don't teach us in school like they used to. It's similar to banking, right?
Yes.
Like you're gonna be living with insurance for the rest of your life. So there are no dumb questions and that's what we're here for.
Well, kudos to Coral. Clearly she is great at her job. Okay, so this last one, we have been with Jeremy Mueller for over 20 years now. They are an excellent company to work with any of your insurance needs. We have had 2 homes, then we moved into our second home, but we started over 9 years later to be with our family. Jeremy was right there with us all the way through all our moving through the state. We would like to say a great big thank you to Jeremy and his team for all the hard work they do to help us. So you really walk through this with people. These people really become like a second family.
Yeah, there's very often, not often in business can you call someone that you know, there's no 800 number, you know the person that's gonna answer the phone. Yeah. And just to be with like the kids of customers that we wrote 20 years ago that are now getting married, starting families, having jobs, all that. There's a lot of transitions that go in life that impact coverage. So that's what we try to walk our customers through.
And this is why these people leave these 5-star reviews, because they feel so moved after having worked with you that they're like, I have got to go online and write a 5-star review. Right,
because that does take extra effort, right? We are so thankful for our customers that take the time to do that, because it truly is rewarding for us.
Well, I'm moved by these reviews. I'm sure people out there watching are moved by these reviews. And if they're ready to work with you, how do they find you and work with you guys? You
can Google us, go to jeremymueller.com. Our main office number is 480-515-5223. Contact us anytime. We'd be happy to review anything with you. Nice and easy. And I know the name on the door is Jeremy Mueller State Farm Insurance. And clearly you are here and you are training your team. But as we saw in these reviews today, any person that you work with here at Jeremy Mueller State Farm is going to be amazing. Correct. Everyone here is fully licensed and trained, and we are ready for you. That's cool. All right, Jeremy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. When it comes to getting rid of unwanted pests in your home, you want a team that you can trust. I have been a customer of Moxie Pest Control and have seen the results firsthand. Today we're catching up with another longtime customer who has nothing but great things to say. Let's go meet her. Hi. How are you? Good. Come on in. Okay, thanks. All right, so I am here with a longtime Moxie Pest Control customer, Taylor D'Alba. Taylor, thank you so much for talking with us.
Yeah, of course, I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so you and I have chatted a little bit about this already, and we are both customers of Moxie, and we both have amazing stories, but I wanna know, what made you call them in the first place?
So when I first moved into this house, we had an extremely bad ant problem, and I was so disappointed because we have such a beautiful patio.
You really do.
And I did not want to come out here and enjoy the nice weather. So I looked up pest control and I actually ended up finding Moxie. So they were very helpful.
And so since you've worked with them, you've seen a change in the ant problem to where you feel comfortable coming out on your patio and you want to sit out here.
Yes, it's been so nice. And now we have like this patio set and we'll come out here, do like Bible studies and hang out and maybe eat dinner outside. And it's just been so enjoyable.
Absolutely, and you have such a beautiful space, and before you felt like you couldn't really take advantage of it because there were so many bugs, so many ants, and now you really feel like it's changed a lot.
Yeah, I literally had no idea how to handle them.
That's why you called Moxie and they came out and took care of it. Like I said before, I'm also a Moxie customer, so I have firsthand experience with them, but what has your experience been like when the techs come to your home? Because it is sometimes a little different, especially as a woman having someone in your home. So how has your experience with the techs been?
That's such a good question. Of course it's nervous, like being a woman, like living in my home, and I'm like, I don't want people over, especially like men, you know?
Yeah.
But they were the best and like the nicest people. Like my first tech was Tristan. Like I remember him because he actually like took me around and showed me what he was doing, and he like took the time to like explain the service that he was doing, not only with the ants, but just general pest control around the house. And he's like, he was very knowledgeable and super kind and like explaining everything. And then the second tech I had was Brendan. He is just super funny. And we actually found out that we both play volleyball. So like while he was treating, like I actually was having a conversation with him, and it was actually like a really good time. And like they were super nice. I'm like, I definitely feel like super safe.
It sounds like they came in and not only did they take care of the pest control problem, they educated you, but you also got to know them a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, wait, they're actually really cool people. It's like Moxie hires like the best people. Like, I don't know. It was just such a surprising, but a really like fulfilling experience for me.
I know Moxie has an incredible coverage when it comes to if you find more bugs and they need to come back into your home. Have you ever had that experience with them?
No, honestly, I haven't seen any bugs since, especially the ants. Like, they've been gone, which has been so awesome because like I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, do they come around all the time? But it's just the quarterly services. But I haven't had any problems. I haven't seen any spiders in my room, which was what I was mostly scared about, like overall, other than the ant problem. But they haven't had to come back.
That is a win. Well, I will say we had a mud wasp problem at our home, and I didn't know how to handle it. And my husband wasn't home during the day, and so I called Moxie. They came right over. He got rid of the wasp and the little wasp nest that they had created. But he also was like, hey, just so you know, in the future, if this ever happens again, here's what you do. So Moxie is great at customer service and making sure that you feel really comfortable. But what would you tell someone who maybe they are having a pest control problem in their home and they're like, I need to call someone, maybe I'll call Moxie. What would you tell them?
I actually had a friend that had a pest control problem, like one of my coworkers. She's like, I just don't know where to go. And I was like, you have to do Moxie. They're just like the nicest people. Like everyone they hire, everyone I speak on the phone with, everyone that comes in, like the most genuine people, and they genuinely care for you. And it's really interesting to see a pest control service like show genuine care for you. I just feel like that was really unexpected and really cool to experience. So if you want a company that just wants the best for you, to feel safe in your home, and just, they were just wonderful. So I recommended them to my coworker. She's like, I wanted to invite them in for lunch. And I was like, you should. They probably would enjoy that. So
that's really cool to hear from an actual customer. And I myself am a customer as well. So I agree with everything that you're saying, that they're really awesome. So Taylor, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are always on the hunt for standout spots that serve not only delicious food and cocktails, but also serve the local community. Today, we are checking out Dodo Bird Kitchen and Cocktails in South Scottsdale, and we're gonna hear a little bit about what makes them so special. Cheers. Okay, so I'm so honored to be standing here with one of the owners, Dole. Dole, how did you and Matt get your start here with Dodo Bird? Tell me a little bit about the history.
Well, Lexi, thanks for being here today. Matt and I have both been restaurant enthusiasts, and we grew up in South Scottsdale, kind of lived here for our professional lives. It was really nice to see Old Town and its development, and we thought there was an opportunity to do something in South Scottsdale.
You know, you and I were just talking about that this is a great area of South Scottsdale. There's tons of stuff going on around here, but nothing quite like you guys here with Dodo Bird. So this is an elevated experience, but you still keep it very accessible. You want this to be a local place, a local hangout. Tell me about that and how you keep the prices affordable for your clientele.
Well, we wanted to do something that was super accessible for everybody, right? In terms of price point and everything. Dodo Birds to us is something that's unique but familiar, quality but value driven, and then refined and unpretentious.
Ooh, I like that last word, refined but unpretentious, because you do walk in, the space is so beautiful, but it feels very welcoming, and you guys are known as Dodo Bird Kitchen and Cocktails. But before we get to the food and drinks, you guys have an amazing array of specialty things. Tell me about all of that.
We wanted to do something fun where it was something for everybody. Like Mondays, we do a $20 New York strip steak, 12 ounces. That's from 5 to close. We have a Taco Tuesday, $3 tacos, $5 margaritas, half off tequilas.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. But you do amazing things throughout the whole week, including DJ brunches, trivia, all kinds of fun things.
We definitely want to be a neighborhood restaurant. Most of our customers, our feedback is 50% of our guests are coming from this neighborhood. And when I say community and neighborhood, I mean like we want to make sure that we're giving back in terms of price point, but also philanthropy and charities as well. So the last 10 weeks, we've been open for about 10 weeks. We've done $100 a week in gift cards to local charities, schools, little leagues, and then we're also going to be pairing up with a new charity pretty soon.
Okay, I love all of this so far, but what I'm really excited about is the food and drink, because that's what you guys are known for. So why don't we go sit down at one of your beautiful VIP tables and check out some of the food and cocktails?
Let's do it.
All right. So we have moved over to the VIP area and we have some incredible dishes in front of us. Let's talk about what we have here on the table.
Well, this right here is our bloom. So it's marinated, different types of spices, and it's almost like a fancy onion ring. The next one is our steak frites that we offer on Monday. That's an in-house chimichurri and our special Dodo A1 sauce.
That's incredible. Okay, so what about this guy?
House-made pot stickers, its own vinegar soy sauce that we do in-house. This right here is our Nashville hot sandwich with fries. It's in-house Fresno chili. We actually mix it with our American hot sauce, a little bit of butter, brioche bun.
Everything here honestly smells and looks incredible, but it's such a good deal. You're really keeping that like neighborhood affordability with all of these prices here. I'm loving this. What about the cocktails we have here?
So that right there is our barrel aged old fashioned. It has a big ice cube, nice and clear, Luxardo cherry and orange slice. That's our signature espresso martini. We do a fresh espresso. That's our Dodo Mart that you can get for $5 on Tuesday.
This is such a good deal. Okay, we talked a little bit about this gorgeous food, these incredible cocktails. So, okay, we have to talk about the name. Where does this come from? Why did you guys name your restaurant concept Dodo Bird?
So Dodo Birds doesn't exist anymore. We found a space that we thought it would fit. Conceptually, what Dodo Birds is the flightless bird. When you come in here, it's unexpected. And then there's games, but there's also dining. So it just only makes sense when you see dodos yourself.
And then remind us a little bit about what you guys have coming up next.
Our next big launch is we're gonna do $2 oysters from 3 to close every Thursday night.
And you called it Teeny Thursdays? Does that
Teeny
mean you also have martinis?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So come in for these incredible deals. There's something different on every single night, and look forward to the Teeny Thursdays with those $2 oysters. All right, Joel, thank you so much for having us. This is amazing. This month, Paradise Valley City Lifestyle magazine is shining a light on bold and brave women in their annual women's issue. I'm so honored to be sitting with owner and publisher of Paradise Valley City Lifestyle magazine, Nadine Bubeck. Nadine, thanks so much for being here.
Well, I'm glad we got the yellow memo.
We did. We match, and we're sitting here in this gorgeous Italiano dining room today. I want to hear a little bit about why did you choose that theme for the women's issue?
It's an incredibly powerful women's issue, and fearless is my personal power word. And this issue is packed with women sharing their stories for the first time, and most of all, to inspire others to do the same.
And that's what's so special about your magazine, is that you get to tell the deeply personal stories here in Arizona. Tell me a little bit about the cover. So this is something that's really exciting. It's trending on social media.
Yes, it is.
There's some very familiar faces here in these pages.
Well, yes, we do have the Valley's gem on this cover. I mean, number one, we cannot deny it. It's nice eye candy, but next to him, the story is about Jessica. So Jessica is an NBA and WNBA agent for Devin Booker and for others. And when I found out that a Valley mom was Booker's agent, I thought, wow, I'm intrigued.
That's huge.
I gotta know her story.
Yeah.
So I tracked her down. She was a little bit hesitant to share her story. And she said yes, because she has a 4-year-old daughter. And so we did the interview, and luckily for us, we had to get a money shot. So I said, where are we going to get a picture of Booker and Jessica together? Meanwhile, I asked Jessica, I said, do you think Booker would do the cover with you? And she said, 100%. 100%. He empowers women everywhere, and he will 100% stand next to me for this cover, knowing that the story isn't really about him. So we got to piggyback Booker's Nike photo shoot.
So you have some other really
Yes, we
special
do.
stories here in the magazine. Someone here with us today who we're going to hear a little bit from.
Yes, 24-year-old Juliana, Chef Joey's daughter. I'm so honored that she was willing to speak with such eloquence and bravery to share.
All right, Juliana, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you.
So Juliana, take us back to that moment when you first found out about your diagnosis.
Yeah, I got a notification on my phone and checked a portal, and then it basically told me what I had, which was follicular lymphoma.
So you didn't even hear from a doctor. No one called
No.
you just found out on your phone.
Right, and then I immediately called my dad, and he got to my house in 2 seconds, and then my entire family came, and we were calling doctors and trying to figure it all out.
Figuring all of that out. And I know you had shared with me that you really had to advocate for yourself.
Right. At first, when I had shown doctors this lymph node that popped up, none of them were really concerned. But after the ultrasound results came back, they basically were like, you don't have to get a biopsy if you don't want to, but for your own peace of mind, if you want to, you can.
Thank goodness that you
Yeah.
did. You made the right choice, and advocating for your health is always the right thing to do. Tell me a little bit about why you've decided to share it publicly.
I'm very in tune with my health, and so when I felt like something was wrong, I really paid attention to it, and I caught it super early, which I'm so grateful for.
So why did you choose to share it with Nadine in the magazine? Did you write the story?
So Robin, she brought this opportunity to me. She wrote it. She was the one that kind of got it into the magazine.
And as a person, just meeting you today, and how do you keep that positivity going?
I rely a lot on working out. So throughout my whole treatment journey and everything, I still did spin every chance that I got. I'm training to be a spin instructor right now. And my family and friends have been so amazing and helpful throughout this whole thing.
And they did pop some bubbly after radiation.
Yes, we did a big celebration.
Great.
Yeah.
And so if you don't mind me asking, are you finished with treatment? Are you in remission?
So I just had to do radiation, finish treatment, and then now I have to wait till June 3rd to get a PET scan to make sure it all worked and everything. So
Gotcha. You are such a beacon of bravery and courage. What you've gone through and the adversity that you faced, you're absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
It's an honor to hear your story and to see the magazine and to see your story told there. Nadine, remind everybody where they can follow both of you and learn more about the magazine.
You can visit more on Instagram at Paradise Valley City Lifestyle. And if you ever want to get the magazine in your mailbox, shoot me a DM and we will send it to you for free every single month.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and Juliana, where can they find you?
Juliana_Majori on Instagram or GPMFit on Instagram. That's my spin account.
Nice
So.
and easy. All right, I love this. Or come and hang out at the Italiano and see some of the Majori family here. Thank you both so much for sharing about this very special story and this very special issue. And that's it for another episode of Phx Finds. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now remember, when you shop local, you keep all that amazing business right here in our local community. Don't forget to follow us on Phx Finds Media on social media and go to our website to check out our awesome calendar of local events at phoenixfindsmedia.com. Until next time, I'm Lexy Romano. Cheers.
The preceding program sponsored by Phx Finds Media, QDOBA, Moxie Pest Control, Jeremy Mueller State Farm Insurance, Dodo Bird Kitchen and Cocktails. The preceding program was sponsored by Phx Finds Media.